Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about how this phone here, or any phone for that matter, can be an absolute lifesaver when it comes to running your business. My question today is this phone all you'll ever need for actually running a business on QuickBooks Online? Let's find out if a mobile phone can do everything you need when it comes to running a business. Let's have a look. Hello, my name is Owen Patrick. I'm a chartered accountant and certified UK trainer, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, and also head of accounts here at Boffix. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how a mobile phone. Now, the question is, can you run your whole business on a mobile phone? QuickBooks Online has had an app since day one. And actually, it's one of the most powerfulest apps out there and one of the opportunities for you to be able to run your business just by a mobile phone. But realistically, how far can you get? Well, that's what today's video is all about. We're not going to be sat here. I mean, why should I tell you about how using your mobile phone here? We're going to go out into the world and we're going to go and see what it's like to be able to run your business on a mobile phone. Let's have a look.
Well, hello everybody. So as you can see here, we're on the train and we're going to be doing a bit of work while out on the train itself. Actually heading to London, but the first thing to do is look at my bank area. As you see, in the bank area, there's lots and lots of options here, and I'm going to go and look at the bank account at the moment. And I can actually just attach my bank account as I would do normally, but I can also have the ability here to actually go in there and actually make amendments and adjustments to the bank itself. Now, I can treat this just like any other bank account I have connected. I go in there, I can see the transactions, I can make sure that I can allocate it correctly as I'm doing here, add in the bank and the tax to it as well. I can set defaults just like I can in the actual and the desktop version as well. And also you can see here I'm just going through and I'm making sure that I'm happy with it. You'll see I get the options to add as billable, can add it as expensed and choose the bank. Ultimately, I'm using that accept button at the bottom just to make sure that I've got everything all ready. And I can go through every single transaction on that bank account to make sure that I've got them all included, and I can make sure the categories are set. One thing I would say on the mobile app though is try and reduce the number of categories you have, because that's going to make it much easier for you to be able to find them as you're going along, and then you can go and allocate them accordingly. I put it to sundry. I'm going to set my VAT code as well, and at that point then I get the option to put it as default, and then I can press accept and push it through as needed. So you can see I can go through all of my banking transactions and I can reconcile all of them nice and easily on the mobile phone itself. Here I am putting some other of the transactions in. Note how quick and easy it is. So also telling me at the top there I've got connection issue as well, so it's going to prompt me to go and fix that if I need to, and I can actually fix it directly from the phone. Straightforward if I want to. I can also use the options, as you can see there, to swipe as well. So if I'm happy that that transaction is correct, I go in there, swipe it to the left or right, and that will actually accept it directly from there. The next thing I'm going to show now is how easy it is to actually create an invoice. So I'm out and about, I've done the work, and I want to get paid for that work that I've done. Well, I'm literally just going to go in, I can have defaults already set and everything ready to go, or I can have it all ready to go in as I'm doing now. So you can see here, add in some transactions, put in the amount, make sure my date's happy with it, and then at that point I can get it sent and ready to go. Now I've got that all in there, I can then actually get it ready to preview and send. So I'm going to go and press the send button, and that's gone and sent directly to that person as I need to. I get loads of other options in here as well. So I've got the options there to use some quick actions at the top. I can review my cash flow, see how my cash flow is doing. I can have a little insight into what's going on. I can see how my business is going to go going forward. And you can see that I've got mileage and receipt snap. Now, receipt snap's really important because receipt snap's basically the option where I can quickly get a photo in like I've got here, the traditional Yo Sushi photo that we have on a regular basis, and QuickBooks just brings this in. So if I've just taken an expense, I can quickly grab that expense, take a photo of it, and now one of the advantages nowadays is the fact we can add that functionality and add that receipt directly from the app itself. We don't have to go over to the browser to get that completed, so it makes our life so much easier. Here I am adding some of the transactions itself, making sure that I've got where it's going to be paid from. a percentage, and then save snap. That's been added to my QuickBooks, and I've made sure I've got that accounted for as needed. Super simple. But overall, you can see that the functionality I've got here means I can pretty much do everything. Now I'm going into the mileage section. So I'm making sure I can record my mileage. Now this is all done automatically through the auto track mileage option. So it's going to keep things nice and easy for me. And I basically have everything I need on there. Now we're going to look at the iPad. So as you can see, the iPad itself has the same functionality as the phone. This particular iPad has cellular connection, so just like the phone, we can connect at any point. We just get that bigger real estate, so I can see much deeper into what my reports are trying to tell me, everything that's going through from there, and I can actually have a much better understanding how my business is doing than just having that smaller screen. So really like the opportunity to have this option there, have the iPad available. You can do exactly what you were doing before, and just having that extra real estate can really help you get the most out of what you're doing on QuickBooks Online. Now the app experience is constantly changing, so let's have a look at some of the updates that we've just had. So let's concentrate on mobile app enhancement. Currently we're on the Today tab, but we're going to explore the My Business tab next, which on that bottom menu is just to the right. This area is all about showing income and expenses and insight into your client's business, letting you know month by month and giving you insights into how income and expenditure is doing. Furthermore, it tells you how many transactions haven't yet been accounted for, which is shown as unreviewed, which then can be categorized accordingly. Next, let's look at cash flow. So the cash flow area has been in QuickBooks Online for a little while, with the Android version coming soon. The Cash Flow Planner is a great tool which uses information already in QuickBooks and connected bank accounts to safely predict ongoing predicted cash balances. The transactions you can add to Cash Flow Planner, including money in, money out and repeating events, do not affect the rest of QuickBooks Online. As we scroll down, you can see how it's now prompting us to add additional bank accounts, or in this case credit cards, so we can get a complete picture. Now, as we head to the Plan Ahead area, this is going to give us an insight to what's going on within our cash flow. As you can see, we get a nice little graph of how our cash flow is doing, and we get functionality in here to look between 1 month, 3 months and 6 months. What we're also going to do from here is use that plus button in the top right hand corner for us to be able to see how we can add events. Now remember, these events will only affect the cash flow area, but we now have the added functionality of being able to use that repeat event option. When we click into repeat event, we are prompted with what frequency we want our repeating event to occur. Never daily, weekly or monthly. This is the perfect feature to introduce things like loan repayment into the cash flow planner to see how that's going to affect the business. Further enhancements you can see is the option now to pick an expected date for any overdue transactions. So you can go into this area and fine tune what overdue bills or invoice you have and when you expect to receive the cash. Speaking of transactions, as we scroll down, you can see that we can go into any of the transactions to edit at any time to get full control over your cash flow. Also, at the top right hand corner is the cog button. This cog button will give you options to fine tune your cash flow planner. These preferences give you options to look at your linked accounts, what transactions are going to affect your cash flow planner, and also threshold. If we explore the linked accounts first, that's going to give you a breakdown of which bank accounts have already been connected and an option to connect a new account. Our next option is what transactions from QuickBooks are going to affect your cash flow planner. From here, we can choose which of those items you want to bring into your cash flow to keep it as accurate as possible. The final new section is threshold. Now, thresholds gives you an opportunity within QuickBooks Online to set an amount that you don't want the balance of your projected cash flow to go below. As we head back to our cash flow planner area, you can see that the threshold interacts with the cash flow planner with orange being the cash balance going below the threshold and green being above the threshold. With these new features and enhancement to cash flow, it means it's easier than ever for your clients to interact with their cash flow directly from the QuickBooks mobile app. Next, we're going to use that menu button in the bottom right hand corner and head over to our shortcut menu. From here, we're going to go to Receipt Snap. So we've added some new functionality to the Receipt Snap area. Remember to get your receipt snapped into the receipt capture. You can use that handy little camera button at the bottom, just like it's done with this Tesco receipt just here. From here, we can see that QuickBooks is able to extract the word Tesco, the amount $59.21, the date, the VAT amount, where it was paid from, and it's assigned a category of travel and expenses automatically. Now, the new feature here is that we don't now need to go into the browser to create the expense. We can do it directly from the app. Either we can use the Create Expense from Receipt button just there, or using the three dots in the top right corner, we do have the option to edit or delete that receipt. I'm happy with how that looks, so I'm just going to press the Create Expense from Receipt button. And just like that, just as quick, I've been able to create that expense directly from the mobile app.
And there we have it. There's a look at how you can run your business using the QuickBooks mobile app. It's quick, it's easy, and actually it's completely free if you've already got a QuickBooks license. So actually there's not really any downsides to it. You can run pretty much your own business just by having one mobile phone or one app. And I've got proof as well. I've got a lot of clients out there that this is exactly what they're doing. They're running their whole business just by using a mobile phone and just by basically putting it all together from there. It can be done, it is being done, and actually it works really, really well. I've got a lot of clients who are just absolutely smashing it at the moment, and actually going from strength to strength just on the basis that they're able to utilize their mobile phone and be able to run their whole business from here. It becomes less restrictive. They don't have to wait until the weekend to be able to send an invoice out. They don't have to wait to actually do their actual accounts. As you saw on my video, I was on the train and actually just doing my accounts there and then. And that's where using your mobile phone can be really, really powerful. But let me know below, is this a bit of a pipe dream? Do you think there's any reason why you can't do your whole business from a mobile phone? The great thing is, as accountants, we get to actually go in and see that QuickBooks license, and we actually go in and make any amendments and everything else. And what I always tell people, and this is still relevant to just doing it on the mobile phone, is the most important person who's ever going to see that data is you. So as long as you're putting data into stuff that makes sense and makes understanding how your business works, it's really up to your accountant or whatever business advisor you've got to be able to tell you and be able to make that into some sort of credible information. Their job is to take whatever information you've put on QuickBooks and convert it into something that's going to go over to Companies House and HMRC or whatever the statutory requirements are going to be. So actually, it's going to be the best way for you. Don't forget, you can record mileage as well, so you can be looking to see how your business is doing from one day to another. And there's going to be lots and lots of other ways you can make benefit of it as well. It's always updating as well, so you'll see within the video there's those opportunities to see how the updates are coming, how they're coming through and everything else. It really is a good time to have your business running on your mobile phone. And if you want a nice discounted version of QuickBooks Online, don't forget, here at Boffix we can offer you that, and we can make sure that you have that available as well. And there we have it. The opportunity to make sure that your business is run correctly and just from a mobile phone. It may sound like it's the future and it may sound like a dystopia future, but actually it's here now. I've got lots of businesses doing exactly the same. Why not let you be the next one to do it for you? My name's been Patrick. Today has been an absolute pleasure to do a video for you. Let us know below if there's anything else you think we should cover on the mobile phone app itself. And also don't forget to reach out to us, share, subscribe, pass this on to as many people as you can. The more people who know that this device here can be the winner of your business, the more benefit for everyone, isn't it? My name's been Patrick. It's been an absolute pleasure to do this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.
I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark, when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. that it's real, cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah.
Hello and thank you for watching that video. What you may not know is this channel that you've watched this video from is part of a wider group. That wider group is called Apple Core Production, and the 3 channels that we have involved are as follows: Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks Chat, Boffix Tax Tip. Finally, we have Apple Core Live and Geeky. All the links and everything are down below in the description, but it really means a lot to us if you can go and give a like to the other channels as well.